said a lot of words that we can't take back, and I tried to put us first, but we came out last. The truth is, I think that this is deeper than us. Maybe we just love the idea of being in love. Swimming in troubled waters, but I'm drowning in the lies. I'm searching for the truth, all I found is all the miles. Our love was made of glass, I'm trying to pick up every piece. Waving a white flag, I just need a little peace. First you hate me, then you love me, then you hate me more. Though I gave you lots of ammunition, guess our love was war. We keep breaking up, then making up, and that's why we are going around in circles like we're stuck in a revolving door. It's safe to say I lost trust, now my walls up. Now when you're ringing me, I never pick the calls up. We had everything, how did this even start? Now the only thing that we have in common is we're apart. I'm lost.
So, it's time to spill the beans. That beautiful engine that I've been showing you guys, this puppy over here, which I'll insert a few photos here.
Nice.
Zoop. This is obviously got those pistons and rods and everything that I just showed you inside of it. Not complete yet, still got to do catch can, set up all that sort of stuff, injectors, fuel rails, all that sort of gear. But some's welded, everything internally is all done. Now it's about ready to drop in. I've got some new engine mounts on the bench there. Chuck on, just got to chuck a mount on this side. And it's basically ready to chuck in. So, it's time to spill the beans on what's going on, where it's going and what it's doing, what the plans are. So, I'll start from the start. I'm not a very good storyteller. A few months ago, a good friend of mine got the bug of drifting after coming in the car a few times, watching from the sidelines, and decided he wanted to join in on the fun. So we had a little look around, seeing if we could find anything that was a good entry level car, something that's not too beat up and rough as guts. We couldn't really find much. Everything that we found was pretty expensive, and we didn't know the history with the car, so we didn't know where to go with it. And then one day I was sitting down contemplating what builds I'm doing in the future, and figured I might have a car just for him. Perfect for him to build and have fun with. So what I did is I sold him Silver Sam. So Nelson, who I'm not sure if you've seen him in the video so far, he's probably been in the car with the helmet on, so you haven't seen much. He bought Silver Sam. So I took a few little things out of it, just stuff that I put into it that he didn't necessarily need anyway. Oh, we got the windows tinted the other day too, so she's nice and fresh. All fresh tint. Paint will be getting done eventually. So yeah, left him the loom, all that sort of gear. I took my good engine out of it that I had in it, so semi-good engine, not compared to his, it's not a good engine, but it's still a good engine. So the L67 bottom end rebuilt with all new bearings, cam, ARP studs and all that sort of stuff. I took that out, and I had another ute here as well. I sold him the manual conversion for it, so it's going to be jet rag for a while until he gets sick of buying new ones. Nah, we've had a pretty good run with them, so he's going to stay with jet rag for a while. Put this puppy in there. He's got a big list of parts still to put on the vehicle, but the thing is basically going to be, once it drives out of here, a full-blown drift car, even though it's going to be sort of a street car too. He reckons, but it's not going to last long. I know you're watching this, Nelson. It's not going to last long at all. So it literally has basically everything for it, for a full coil-over suspension. We're going to be doing a custom lock kit for it. He's got the built engine, good clutch, good jet rag gearbox. I was driving around in the car for a while, so I know it's good. We've got to weld the diff, so it's all good. It's got a 346 diff gears in at the moment. He's got intercooler, he's got oil coolers, he's got hydro handbrake. Let me just go have a look at the shelf. He's got a Pulsar GDX 3584 RS, Pulsar wastegate, yeah, Willwood hydro, full fuel system. We just got to do lines and all the fittings. What else? A lot of stuff. The engine's got the cam in it and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, basically everything. It's a full tilt build, this thing. It's a bit overkill for just an entry-level drift car. At least if it's done once, it's going to be done right, and the thing should be an absolute animal. So he has already purchased a ticket for Matsuri, and so we've got 3 months, just over 3 months to build this thing, which easily, it's doable. Just in the amount of time with all the other cars I'm working on. It's going to be fun. He's also like a FIFO worker, so he's only here every second week for a few days. But yeah, where we're up to now is basically all my end of the job anyway, so that's what's going on with Silver Sam. I didn't really want to part with him, because Smoko Trucks here. I didn't really want to part with him, but he's such a bloody beautiful car. Need to get rid of that little nick down here, but he's a bloody legend of a car. I was happy to sell it to him, as it's still sort of in the family. He's, like I said, he's a good mate of mine, so I'll even get to drive it. Here and there to make sure everything's all good, basically. So I get to see it, I'll get to drive it, I get to build it, so it's win-win for me. I basically get to see everything I wanted to do to that car. Oh, I had to get a link, all the other gear, power tune dash, all that sort of stuff. Full tilt build, a lot of money. But yeah, it's getting everything that I wanted to do to it, but not do to it at the same time. I wanted to do it, but with like this thing and all the other builds that I've got that I want to do, it's just hard finding money to spread across 4, 5, yeah, let's just go with 5 cars that I have a problem with modifying and spending too much money on. So trying to find money before 5 whole cars, as well as live. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing with that. And now I'm going to be dropping this bad boy in once I fit those engine mounts and start bolting everything up, bolt the clutch on. Not sure if I'll get around to doing the gearbox before he comes in. It's Thursday now and he's not coming in until Monday, so I should be able to get a fair bit of done between work and jobs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's been when we made the last video saying where is Sam now, and we said, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we said at the end there's going to be some stuff coming on him. This is what we're doing. We already had the plan then, so now it's just time to execute that plan. Obviously she's a bit empty in here at the moment. We've got to do a bit of tidying up to do. Oh, I should probably get the jump pack out of here. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get this engine in, tidy a few things up, get the ball rolling. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, is just dropping the engine in, and then that'll basically be it. Let's get to it. That's how you do it. Eco Kings. So for this part, unfortunately guys, I didn't get to film a lot of the build, rushing to get it ready for Matsuri, but as you can see, it started coming together really well. Turbo kit was all being fabbed up, started working through little things like oil cooler, intercooler, piping, all routing, converting the wiring loom, putting the link ECU in it, power tune dash and stuff like that. Modified the VS fuel rails to suit the VY intake reverse plenum, and just lots of little fab work bits, like as you can see, fitting the LS House badges to the custom 3-inch exhaust, which come out really well. I'm really happy with that. It actually sounds really good. Put 2 mufflers in there and flexi joints and all the rest of it. Done really well. The car just literally was getting smashed together within a couple of weeks. So I just didn't have time to film it all. But I hope you enjoyed this little video, guys. In the next one, you will see the car going to the dyno and what an adventure that was.